president was talking to me. He said COVID-19's all over the place. It's a big threat for the human race. And there's a couple of things that I must ask. Keep washing your hands and always wear a mask. Most of all, you gotta lock yourself in. Well, there's one thing I must do before I begin. You see, all over the world, people are making stocks, man. They get heaps of what's important to them. Pasta, wine, Guinness, and pot. I don't need these things. This is what I got. Toilet paper, toilet paper. I got a trunk load of toilet paper. I don't need no food, water, or a razor. All I need's toilet paper. Yeah, toilet paper, toilet paper. I got a truckload of toilet paper. I don't need no food, water, or a blazer. All I need's toilet paper. Toilet paper packs, each with 18 rolls inside. Think I'm ready for anything now. Pandemic, grasshoppers, war, high tide. Oh well, I stuck it in the bathroom, stuck it in the closet, under the sink, in the garage, in the basement, under my bed, in my little plastic pool, even in the fridge, just to keep it cool. Toilet paper, toilet paper. I got a tray load of toilet paper. I don't need no food, water, or a scraper. All I need's toilet paper. Yeah, toilet paper, toilet paper. Give me some more of that toilet paper. I don't need no food, water, or a bean caper. All I need's my toilet paper. Johnny, and finish eating your toilet paper. Toilet paper for everybody. Hi, ciao a tutti. Yeah, good to see you. Benvenuti. So I don't see Lach yet, but I guess he's getting ready, tuning his guitar, I think, I hope. So, ciao Wendy, how are you? So, I'll play one more and see what happens. Lach, are you here? No, not yet, I guess. Alright, I'll play one more. I'll play this one. It's called Whatever Happens Next, and it's on this album, Whatever Happens Next, and it goes like this. Well, it's summertime, or maybe wintertime, I don't know. And this room looks like a huge fishbowl. Okay, how many more brothers and sisters you got? I don't care if I see the priest, he scares me not. Well, let's turn off the commercials, let's have a picnic on the lawn, and whatever happens next, world move, worry and work. Let's make no plans so we don't ruin them and go berserk. When I was a little kid, I used to spend all my time torturing ants and flies. Hey baby, you got the slowest dogs on earth and the fastest turtles alive. Well, let's talk in tongues by the chicken shack. Your shoemaker's closed anyway, and whatever happens next, baby, I wanna see it. Now you're at the wheel of a rounded blue UFO. Hey baby, let's put on the moon tape and just drive nowhere slow. See, I got my toothbrush, you got plenty of time. Hey, we can get far. Oh, by the way, this is your right shoe. I found it this morning in my car. Well, let's look up and pray for more fun, for sharing in gods and wind. And whatever happens next, baby, I wanna see it. Oh, and the fridge is completely empty, except for an eggplant and a beer. So we drove all the way from Umber to Ember, just to end up here. Hey, these aliens, they don't know what fun is, and they all look like Boris Karloff. Excuse me while I tell this guy, Chicho Bombo, to please piss off. Well, you know, people are crazy, some are crazier than us. And whatever happens next, baby, I wanna see it. Barefoot in the bar, you got elephants and flowers in your hair. Hey baby, you look sleepy, you look happy, and you look like you don't care. Hey, this mojito is turned into a science project, don't you think? It's 5 a.m., let's find another bar in another town and have another drink. And now you don't know what you're saying, baby, I don't know what I'm doing. And whatever happens next, you know I wanna see it. Yeah, whatever happens next. So let me see if I see Lach. Not yet. Not yet. So I'll keep on playing. How's everybody? Come state tutti oggi? Tutto bene? Vedo che c'è Max collegato. Ciao Max. M-A-C-S. What can I do now? Maybe, let me think. Let me try a new song that Ray and I co-wrote. Never played it before. I have the words here. Let's see. See how it goes. Questa è nuova, l'ho scritta con Ray O'Neill. E vediamo un po' come viene. took my baby down to the laundromat. Yeah, I took my baby down to the laundromat. Been hanging around her door just like an old tomcat. Tell you I'm not just a one-trick pony. Ah, let me tell you, baby, I'm not just a one-trick pony. Oh, I better tell you, I'm off to see Sweet Joni. So Lach is here. This was One Trick Pony. Let's see if I can invite Lach on stage. Where is he? Where's Lach? Here he is. Alright. Vediamo se riusciamo a collegarci con Lach. Did you get my request? It's not working. Lach, can you go out and come back in? And we'll do it again. So One Trick Pony, that's a new one. Nancy, a big fan of our Ray and Low songs. And bonjour Aurore, bonjour Jean-Louis. Ciao Giovanni. Let's try it again, Lach. Okay, I'm approving. I'm adding you. There he is.
Hi. Sorry about all the
Lach.
confusion. It's this one's fault. Hi, Hollywood. I had a dog emergency. I just got back from the vet hospital, and she really misses me, so we'll see how we do.
Okay.
How are you,
Is she
Lorenzo?
okay now? I'm good. How are you?
Well, I was stressed out by my dog, but if that's all that's going on, life is all right. Okay, Hollywood. Oh,
So
you need
is
to
she
go
now?
outside?
Yeah.
Say. Well, this is pretty
How's your dog
anti.
now? Is she
Huh?
okay? Is she okay
Well,
now?
she's better now. She's been in the hospital for 2 days. She was very sick, but she seems like her old self now. She's just very clingy. Do you
Okay.
have you ever had a dog?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So she's
Yeah, I know what you mean.
she's back home now, so she's exploring the house, seeing where everything is. She just looked out in the garden. Now she wants to go look outside the front. This gives you a chance to see my flat a little bit behind me.
Yeah, looks nice. Neat. So you're
That's
going
it.
in the garden now?
This is our front garden. Can I flip the image on this? Okay, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
there's Hollywood.
Ah.
She's
She's wagging her tail, so she's happy.
yeah,
How old is
yeah. I
she?
think she's feeling okay there. She's just a little confused. Hollywood, come back in. And so when you come into my house, I'm at number 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. If you've ever watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I have I have copies of old movie posters in my in my
Nice.
hallway.
Wow, the Beatles.
And then we
Very
come
nice.
in. That's the hallway there. My living room. This is all in Edinburgh. Wall-sized thing of New York, where I'm from.
Nice.
And then where all the magic happens, there's the $1 Million Quartet.
Have you ever been to Sound Studios?
No.
No? I have.
Did you record?
No, I just visited. It's amazing. Everything's just the way it was 50 years ago.
I was never much of an Elvis fan until I heard the early Sun Sessions record.
Yeah?
And then that just blew me away. So there's my guitar. That's where I do all my work. There's my keyboard.
Nice. So you play piano too?
What?
You play the piano too?
Oh, yeah. Piano was my first instrument. I grew up playing the piano. I grew up playing classical music. And then
Okay.
in my teens, I heard the Sex Pistols and everything changed.
Nice. How long have you been living in Edinburgh?
I've been living in Edinburgh for just about 10 years now.
10 years. Wow.
Yeah.
What made you decide to move there?
I'd been wanting to get out of New York for a while because it's a very stressful place to live. And the New York that I loved had changed once Rudy Giuliani became mayor. He proceeded to destroy everything that made New York cool. Oh, am I on my side now? Okay, hold on. Is that better?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I could, because my tripod only does landscape. Okay. I could switch to the computer, but I think the picture and the sound is better from the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a solution. I'll put you on my music stand. Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Perfect.
All right, we're all set. Thank you for your patience.
So
Hello,
what
16
time is it
people who are
now?
watching. What?
What time is it now in Edinburgh?
5:23 p.m. in fake linear time. Yeah.
Oh,
You just froze. I'm going to open up the door to get a better signal. It's good to see you, and I've been enjoying your online concerts. It's been very heartening to watch.
Oh, thank you. This is my number 90 in a row. 90 days in a row.
Wow, I just do it once a week, and I find it overwhelming.
I'm enjoying it.
It's good because it helps with the isolation. It helps you stay connected, and,
Yeah.
we create. I think people create for two reasons. You create for profit, like you write a song to sell, or you create to communicate. And that communication can either be with yourself, it could be with what you perceive to be as God, or it could be with other people. And we need that connection. You can only communicate with yourself for so long before you could go crazy. You need to talk to people. Okay, go lie down, Hollywood. Go lie down. You're okay. You're okay. Go lie down. She's so clingy.
What's her
Since
name?
she got Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Nice.
Go lie down. Maybe if she sees me pick up the guitar, she'll know not to disturb me. It's okay, Hollywood. Go lie down. There we go.
So now you're lefty and I'm righty.
That's because of the way it's set up on Facebook. Yeah, I am. Are you regularly a lefty?
I'm lefty. In real life, I'm lefty, but now
Ah,
I'm righty.
my brother is a lefty.
Yeah.
With the stress of getting the dog and everything, I completely forgot. And I just we just got back. I went out into the garden. I decided to look at my message. I was like, Lorenzo!
It's okay. I played a couple songs on my own. I'm used to that, to doing that.
Well, what would you like to do now?
Let's swap songs. Let's go back and forth. You play one and I play one. And
Okay.
we'll tell stories if we want.
Okay, I'm at your service.
So yeah, go ahead, play one, and then we'll talk.
All right, well, what do you want? Is there a song you'd like to hear, or is there a subject or anything?
No. Just oh yeah, a subject. Mountains and mugs, coffee mugs. Ah, come on, come on.
A couple years ago, I didn't feel like myself. I said, well, I must be something else. Adults were huge dolls, tenements were battleships from alien worlds, and the sun came down. I learned to sing about life. Yeah, I sang, whoa, ah, whoa, woe is me. A couple summers ago, I lost track of things. I think, well, so did everybody. Yeah, I thought I was the home team, and the town would root for me like I'm in a comic book. And the sun broke. Seems I walked into this bad situation, and I found myself singing in a train station. I said, whoa, ah, whoa, woe is me. I said, whoa, ah, whoa, woe is me. Couple of days ago, while remembering my name, I thought, now where the hell is everybody? All the kids in my class, all the regular day people that I'd slap the blue air with, all the kids I'd huddle beneath the desk with, just waiting for the planes. We're all waiting for the planes. From the villages to the mountaintops. We're all waiting for those planes to take us all to kingdom come. Before yesterday, when I learned to drink my coffee black, yeah. Drink my coffee black, yeah, boy. When I learn to drink my coffee black, yeah, man. When I learn to drink my coffee black, when I learn to drink my coffee B-L-A-C-K, when I learn to drink my coffee, oh baby, take that sugar back. There you go.
Yeah. Nice. So what song was that?
Coffee. That's the opening of my album called Blang. And this Monday nights is when I do my live stream show. from facebook.com/Lachworld, Lach. And Coffee Black is the opening song of Blang. And this Monday, I'm going to do that album in its entirety as a live performance.
All right.
So that was the
It came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah, the 1890s.
1890s. No, I think you gave it to me in Sesto Calende. Is it possible?
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, that was part of what made that tour happen, because I was already planning to go to Italy on a vacation, and then Ruth, do you know Ruth Gerson?
Sure, yeah.
So Ruth had passed that album on to an Italian music magazine called Buscadero.
Yeah.
And
Buscadero.
they gave it a rave review, and then Carlo got in touch with me and said, hey, you want to do a tour behind that album? I was like, sure. So that's how that all came together. He was a great guy. Oh, yeah. He was a great guy. That was a wonderful time in Italy. He's very missed. Aw.
I've been showing this photo a lot because most of the musicians I share these live streams with come from Carlo, come from, you know, the Sesto Calende scene. And so, yeah.
The Sesto Calende gig. Were you at that gig?
Yeah, yeah.
That was the
I
biker
was
gig.
there. Yeah, who was playing before you or after you that
I
night?
remember it was all these bikers. It was like a band of all these bikers. And then
Yeah.
when I finished my set, I invited them on stage, and we ended up like jamming on some rockabilly together. It was pretty wild. I remember when I got. Go on.
No, you go on.
I remember when I got there, I was pretty exhausted. It was a crazy journey getting there. It was just insane.
Yeah.
And I put my guitar down, you know, like in its case, leaning against the bar with me, and got something to drink. And Carlo was like, hey, you know, here's where you can get some food. You could just leave your guitar here and, you know, go walk around. I was like, I'm not leaving my guitar. No, it's perfectly fine. I go, I'm not leaving my guitar. He goes, Lach, you leave your guitar. It'll be perfectly safe. I said, Carlo, I'm from New York City. I am never leaving my guitar anywhere out of my sight. You could just stop right now trying to convince me. And I still have the guitar.
It's the same one?
Probably. If it's not this one, then it was one before this one.
Yeah, I remember we went outside and we talked with my friend Jack. Just it was the city hall actually, Sala Consigliare in Sesto. Yeah. Wow, that was a long time ago. And then when I went to New York, I was probably doing my second tour of the U.S. and I played at the Sidewalk Cafe.
It's backwards. I can't read it.
Yeah, well, it's my name and live at the Sidewalk Cafe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I played there thanks to you. You invited me, and then somebody gave me the recording, and it was good enough for me to make an album.
Excellent.
All my friends from New York and New Jersey were there. It was a great
Excellent.
night. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
And the sound engineer was called Ben.
Okay, so Ben is Ben Krieger, and
Yeah?
when I left Sidewalk, I left him in charge. He took over for me,
Okay.
and he ran it for a couple of years, and then he passed it on to a woman named Summer, Somer, also a wonderful songwriter, and then she ran it until it closed. It closed like a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah,
That's sad.
they sold it to some yuppie bar. It's now a yuppie bar.
Oh, that's sad. And Ruth Gerson sang a couple songs with me on this one. She used to live around the corner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now she's in California, but
Yeah.
she made dinner for me and then we went to play.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's a hell of a singer.
Yeah, she's amazing. I met her in Sesto also. Yeah.
When I look
So-
down, I'm looking at the dog.
I'm sure, yeah, I realized that.
Jump
So
up
I'll
on
play
me.
a song.
Yeah, play a song.
I'll play a song for Hollywood and
Okay.
you. Let's see, what can I play? I'll play a song, since you mentioned summer with an O, I'll play my song Summer with a U.
Okay.
Okay, I hope the sound is okay. I don't know what people are saying. I haven't read the messages, but yeah, well, I hope it's good. I haven't checked. Hi,
They're all like,
Dina.
get that guy off. Who's that guy screaming at us?
I'll read later. Now I'll play. So I need my D harp.
Hollywood, up. Good girl. Good girl. You make
No, look, Kathy is saying, I already did this guy.
it dig
This
or
guy
did?
Lach. All right, so summer.
Come on in. We're gonna dance for Lorenzo. Go get some water.
Okay. Lach, can I ask you a favor? When I play, could you turn the volume down a little bit so we don't have a feedback?
Yeah.
I forgot to say that. Let's try. There's a doggie chasing a puppy, and it's always in the way. There's a tragic stare and a crazy grin, throwing up a bear on a washing machine. Now the curious caretaker, she's watching every move I make. There's a car wreck and a big jam down on every road I take. Now your little sister is showing on. She's so proud of her new dress. My hands are greasy and the cars are parking, getting busy and the dogs are barking. Bow wow. Now the TV is squeezing. That's your favorite commercial, babe. So you turn the volume to the T-top and your mama's going crazy. And I like it in the summer, 'cause everybody takes it easy. It's unreal, reassuring like a watch with no hands. And I like it in the night, when all the stars they glisten. Baby, listen to them say, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, sha-la-la-la-la. Hey! Now there's a bus with no driver, and the church bells ring so true. There's crazy gloss and sports car, from Maverick all the way to the bar. Now that club owner on the telephone, he's yelling at us for not being there. Oh, but you're too pretty to wonder, and baby, I'm too drunk to care. And I like it in the summer, 'cause everybody takes it easy. It's unreal, reassuring like a watch with no hands. And I like it in the night, when all the stars they glisten. Baby, listen to them say, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. Dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Hey! Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. Dee-dee-da,
dee-dee-da, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, dee-dee-da, whoa, oh, oh, sha-la-la-la-la. Oh man, I like it in the summer because the weather gets nice. We go down to the lake and just do nothing all day. Hey baby, let's take off all our clothes. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Baby, yo!
That's a wonderful song.
Oh, thank you.
Reminds me, it's a bit Springsteen-ish in a good way.
Ah, okay. Thank
Sort
you.
of good summer song.
Mhm.
La 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 la.
Come on now!
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hollywood, come back in. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna try to get her to lie down, and I'll go back in the office. Hollywood, come. Oh, nope, not yet. Okay. So, what city are you in?
Well, I am not far from Sesto, actually. I'm in Besozzo. It's a town near Varese, which is near Milan.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So when I came up to Sesto Calende, I'd come on a train ride from somewhere in the Tuscany region. And I'd gotten onto the train. Well, first of all, I was supposed to drive to the train in my rent-a-car, but my brother needed to take the rent-a-car because his kids got sick and he had to take them to the doctor. So just as I was ready to get to the car to get to the train, I had to give him the car. Then we had to arrange for a taxi to come get us, to take us to the train. And like, it was one of those things of running to the train and getting there just on time. We get on the train, and me and my wife, and it's like, we get to sit in like seems like it's going to be a private booth kind of thing. What do they call those? A little private room on the train. But just before the train takes off, this really huge American woman with her really huge teenage daughter come bustling on with all of their bags, and these 3 guys helping them, these 3 Italian guys helping them with their bags and stuff. And my wife and I give each other a little telepathic nod and realize that if they don't hear us talk, they won't realize that we speak English. And we won't have to talk with them on the train ride. So they turn to us and they say something, and we just go, oh, like we don't speak. Oh. And they're like, okay, okay. And then the train takes off, and they start looking through their stuff, and the girl's like, hey, Mom, I can't find my camera. Where's my wallet? So those guys who helped them on with their stuff stole, like, their cameras, their wallets, and everything.
No.
And they start complaining about that, and I'm just like trying not to crack up because I don't want them to understand that I understand what's going on. So then they eventually get off, the train goes on, and then the train stops at this station, and we hear this announcement in Italian, and we see everybody suddenly getting off the train. And we're like, what's going on? And we find someone who speaks English, and they said, oh, something happened on the tracks. Everyone has to get off the train and switch to another train. And this whole time I'm like, oh man, I got a gig to get to. And so we switch to the other train, and just as we get settled in the other train, another announcement comes on. Everybody gets up and goes back on the original train. So we go back on the original train. Now we're sitting in this really crowded, like it's like every seat's taken in the little room that we're in, right? And through translation, it turns out that someone had committed suicide by jumping on the tracks.
No.
Yeah, and that's why all of this happened. But now the train started to take off, right? So I'm sitting there with my wife. There's 2 guys from Russia, a guy from Turkey, an Italian woman, and one other person. I can't really remember what his deal was. And everyone spoke enough English. So I told them that I thought this would be a good idea for a movie, that the movie starts out with all these people crowded in this little room on a train, and they decide to each tell the story of how they got there, right? So the woman says, oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Each person tells their story. And it gets to me, I'm the last person. So I tell them the woe of tragedy I've told you, of my brother's sick kids, the suicides, the woman getting her stuff ripped off. And I said, but finally, I'm sitting, I'm relaxed. Finally, everything's okay. And at that moment, there was a shelf above my head filled with old newspapers, and it broke and it fell on my head. All of the shelf, the newspapers, everything. And as like the last newspaper flutters down to the ground, the Italian woman looks at me and just goes, perfecto. And that was all before we even got to the gig.
Did you have any other adventures, or you had all those together and basta?
I remember, I mean, it was a long time ago. I remember playing Big Mamas in Rome.
Yeah.
I remember the Sesto Calende gig. I remember Tuscany and how beautiful it was, how beautiful the whole country was. Laid back and relaxed. People meeting in the square, town square at like 4 o'clock for espressos. And I loved it, man. I totally just fell in love with that country. I wish I had gone back more often, but New York is so intense, you just get caught up in stuff, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to hear a song about?
Crabs.
What did you say?
Crabs.
Crabs?
Crabs with a B.
Oh, crabs.
You don't have one? Come on.
Oh, if I don't have one, I could write one. Got some advice if you're starting a band. You gotta come up with a name. Like mad scientists in their labs. Find someone to blame. Till the drummer suggests a name for your band. He says, crabs. No! Never let the drummer name your band. Never let the drummer name your band, or you'll be crabs. 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 Ow!
It's a hit.
You're
Already.
feeling bad. If you're feeling sad. If everything's got you down. Even got kicked out of town. Well, I got 3 words. They're gonna cheer you up. I got 3 words. They're gonna cheer you up. I got 3 words. They're gonna cheer you up. Here come 3 words. They're gonna cheer you up. Former President Trump. Former President Trump. You can kiss my rump. Yeah, former President Trump. Former Vice President Mike. Former Vice President Mike. You thought you'd be President Psych. Yeah, former Vice President Mike. Former First Lady Melania. Former First Lady Melania. Well, some people said, hey, Lach, you should leave her alone. She's sort of like the mother of our country. Yeah, if our country had 3 mothers, 3rd wife's the charm. That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, she speaks 7 languages. I don't think I've heard her speak 1 language. And even if she's cool, she's married to the biggest fascist pig of my lifetime who's brought the country to its knees. But pretty soon, former First Lady Melania. So if you're feeling sad, like you've been had, everything's gone wrong, well, all you gotta do is sing this song. Former President Trump, everybody, former President Trump, you can kiss my rump. Yeah, former President Trump. Just a couple of more months.
Nice.
So I should let people know that I have a fan club, believe it or not, and it's on Bandcamp. And when people join the fan club, they get all of my albums, all of my singles instantly as downloads. Every 2 weeks, I send out a new single and a new cartoon to the fan club. And they also get invited to the private community page on Facebook and lots of other goodies. And it's less than 50 cents a week. It's very cheap to get on that basic level. And I would love to get some more fans here today. They could go to Lach, LACH.bandcamp.com, and they could watch a funny video and decide if they'd like to join. That song is on there. All my songs are on there. Though Crabs isn't on there yet.
Yet. So what made you decide to leave New York, and what made you decide to go to Edinburgh to live?
Well, I've been wanting to leave New York for a while, as I'd said, just for a myriad of reasons that could be summed up as wanting to start a new chapter in life. And Edinburgh, a lot of mystic signs kept pointing to Edinburgh. Every time I would tour the UK and play Edinburgh, I was just enchanted by the city. It's a magical city. You got to come visit me when the curfews are done. And then a bunch of things happened. A wonderful guy, Richard, asked if he could produce a show for me for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is the world's largest arts festival. And so I did a one-man show, and that turned into doing stand-up comedy as well as music. And then a record label here wanted to put out one of my albums in Edinburgh, and then BBC Radio 4 wanted to create a series around my songs and storytelling. So I just ended up staying in Edinburgh. It's a beautiful city. I love it here.
Wow, nice. Sounds nice.
Yeah, I miss my friends in New York, and I miss the anti-folk scene in New York, but I don't miss the city itself anymore because it's not the city that I loved. It's changed.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Oh, yeah. Too much so. Like all the cool things people talk about New York, that was New York in the 1988 and before Giuliani became mayor. But it's so stressed out. And then after 9/11, I just felt like I was in the middle of a bullseye. So I would like to see a lot of the world. I had to come off the road like 2 years ago, and I was just ready to start touring again when this pandemic hit. So that's why I started the live stream, just to have a chance to perform a bit and see everybody.
Yeah. Do you perform a lot live when in normal times when there's no coronavirus?
Well, before coronavirus, I had 2 years off the road because I had to be a caretaker for my wife. And so I wasn't able to tour. But before that, I was touring the UK pretty regularly.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a piano song?
Sure, yeah. Kathy is asking if it's in Scotland. Yes, Edinburgh, Scotland.
Yes, it's in Scotland.
She might have thought it was some hick town in Texas or... Because after all, there's Rome and there's Paris and there's York in the US. Could be Edinburgh somewhere.
Well, actually, I'll do this song. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah.
This song is about. This is about me having to stop touring, and it's about on the last tour I did. The first night of the tour, I was in a car accident, and then I had to finish. I had to do 10 nights in a row, 10 cities, after having my ribs injured, and so I wrote this song about that.
Okay.
Can you hear that okay? Well, I was listening to the Replacements in the Get High Shack in the back of my place. I was thinking about displacement, and if I died, what would fill my space? And for a moment, I disappeared into the eternal vow. 'Cause I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. I was driving to another distant gig, love left behind in a crowded room. I was thinking about some things I did when a van lowered the boom. Hey, someone yell cut, someone change the scene, somebody take my bow. 'Cause I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. Well, I woke up in a local hospital bed with plastic tubes running from my arms. And there were doctors sighing and mothers crying at the harm that I had done. And all for a dream, all for a dream, to calm my fevered brow. 'Cause I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. And so I'm sitting in a Scottish garden, cloudy skies are swirling in my tea, and I'm conversing with the curious Martin, who tells me of all the things I've yet to be, and it's up to me, it's up to me. She sings from her lofty bow, 'cause I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. Yeah, I was doing whatever it took to be vibrating ecstatic now. Stop doing and just let life be vibrating ecstatic now.
Nice.
There you go. Just gonna check on the dog. Oh, she's lying in her spot on the couch. Good for her.
Ah. Very nice. So have you, when you were in Italy, have you learned about little shoe, scarpetta?
No, what is that?
Okay, when you have some sauce left in your dish, you take a piece of bread, and what you do is called scarpetta. You take the sauce with your bread and you eat it. Scarpetta.
Oh, I can tell you something about that.
Yeah?
My nephew invented a solution for that. Let me see if I could find it. Hold on, see if I can find it. Do you have a song about it?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you sing that song and I'll look for this thing.
Okay. So
Okay.
scarpetta in Italian is little shoe.
Okay.
That's what it means. So I call the song Little Shoe.
I love it. Go for it.
Well, I ate everything you did too. And then with some bread, we did a little shoe. Little shoe, little shoe. That's the thing I love to do. Little shoe, little shoe. Yeah, you do it with me and I'll do it with you. Yeah. Well, I had pasta and salad. You had rice and soup. And then with some bread, we did little shoe. Yeah. Oh, little shoe, little shoe. That's the thing I love to do. Little shoe, little shoe. Yeah, you do it with me and I'll do it with you. Yeah. What, babe? Oh. What's that? No, I don't want any fruit. I want tiramisu. And then with some bread, we'll do little shoe. Yeah. Oh, little shoe, little shoe. That's the thing I love to do. Little shoe, little shoe. Yeah, you do it with me and I'll do it with you. Oh, little shoe, yeah, little shoe, yeah. That's the thing I love to do, yeah. Little shoe, yeah, little shoe. Well, you do it with me and I'll do it with you. And when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you have too much wine, that's amore.
All right. That was cool. What a great idea. I'm going to show you this thing already. So when you can't get that last bit of gravy and you don't have a little shoe, my nephew invented, it's called
What is that?
It's called the forkchilla. The forkchilla. And it's a piece of rubber, plastic, that you could put on the end of a fork to scoop up your gravy.
That's amazing. And he's selling that?
Yeah, he's selling it. He appeared on the Canadian version of Dragon's Den. And they wanted to give him a whole bunch of money, but he decided to do it himself. So you could actually Google forkchilla and get yourself some little shoes. You could even have your logo put on them.
That's amazing. That's a great idea. We should go on tour together.
You and him or you and me?
Everybody. Also Dina and Giorgio and Kathy and Wendy and everybody, Brew.
Yeah, let's go.
And just sing culinary songs. You have one?
A song with food in it?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have one. If not, I'll make it up. We'll actually have a song that has food in it. This is from my album, The Calm Before.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'll remember the lyrics. We'll see what happens. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Well, in a car, yeah, with clotheslines, farms, and road signs, just whipping by across Alabama creeks, across Montanic skies. Jimmy Rogers honeycombing across the dash, yodel lapping our ears along with Johnny Cash. You'll fall a dreaming, your window wide open, letting in the music of heaven and the quiet handshaking night. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Well, scared and shaken like little league choirs across from families at holiday dinners, lifting small children up onto our shoulders, being told secrets by sisters and brothers. Escape to the patio for camels and Kents while gazing up at celestial merriment. Blankets of stars, they sing, how do you do? Well, I just wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Well, at a supermarket, checking out the prizes on the box of Frosty-Os, while I'm brown bagging a bunch of potatoes and tomatoes. Back to our apartment, cooking up chicken and tomatoes. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I'm trying to remember the fourth stanza. Skin pressed to skin, you let me in until we are one again. Over and over, we are true lovers. Over and over, we are true friends. In the soft hour, quiet and holy, when the one again become two, while we drift back into our sweet sleep, honey, I just wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. The lyrics are actually a bit different on the record, but that's the way I remembered it now.
We like the potatoes and tomatoes.
There you go. There's some cooking.
There's some cooking. So what is anti-folk? Does it still exist?
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Lach, what number are you on? Hey, Lach, what number are you on? Hey, Lach, what number are we on? All numbers are infinite. Ask Alistair Crowley. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Lach, can I get a free beer? Hey, Lach, can I have a free beer? Hey, Lach, can I get a free beer? No, last time you threw up all over the place, and you never tipped the waitress. Hey! 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 Hey, Lach, what's anti-folk? Hey, Lach, what's anti-folk? Hey, Lach, what's anti-folk? Hey! 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 Hey!
So when did this thing start? In the 80s?
Yeah, in the late 1880s.
Yeah.
I got a loft space on Rivington Street on the Lower East Side after all the folk clubs that Bob Dylan used to play at kicked me out. And so I said, well, if they're folk, I'm anti-folk. And I started my own club on the Lower East Side, and that's where a lot of the early, I did that with, it wasn't just me, there was Kirk Kelly, Cindy Lee Berryhill, Billy Nova, Roger Manning, there's a whole crew. And we started the anti-folk scene there. And then after about a year or two, the police finally kicked me out because it was completely illegal. It was a completely illegal after hours scene. And then that club was called the Fort, and then the Fort would travel and become a mobile club. And eventually we ended up at Sidewalk where you played. And so that's a very quick synopsis of how the scene started. Yeah.
And there was also a festival in the summer, right? Outside,
Yeah,
in
so
the park
we had
outside.
we had the summer anti-folk festival and the winter anti-folk festival.
Oh,
And then it started going international. Its biggest international push was probably when Rough Trade signed the Moldy Peaches and Jeffrey Lewis, and they started touring over there with the Strokes, and then Regina Spektor. And so a British anti-folk scene started getting influenced by that. And people like Filthy Pedro and Milk Can and David Cronenberg's wife and Joe Buzzfuzz, Laura Marling and Emmy the Great, these kinds of people all sort of influenced by the New York scene and then started their own scene and their own clubs. And, you know, so it's always been very grassroots, invisible society. We're like the cult's cult.
That's amazing. That's a wonderful story. History and still going on, right?
It is still going on. Like, you know, all those conspiracy theories about the people who really control the world. It's not anti-folk. We're just kicking back, watching it burn, baby.
Yeah. Well, I could feel something special when I played there, and when I also went to one of those festivals in the park. What was the park? The name of the park?
Tompkins Square.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Who did you see? Do you remember who played?
I don't remember the names, but
Okay.
I was there for a short time. But the whole thing was amazing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, like I said, I miss the scene and I miss my friends, but I don't miss the city
Yeah.
itself.
And
And
Cindy Lee Berryhill used to watch this a lot, my live streams.
oh,
You know,
okay.
when she was sick and she was home. Now she's very busy and teaching and doing stuff. But before, when she was home, every morning she would tune in.
Oh, okay. Well, she's a wonderful songwriter and person, and she
Yeah, I
was
love her.
she was there at the very, very beginning of the scene, and she just put out not just, I mean, recently put out a new record.
Hmm.
I forget what it's called, Adventure in, oh, I can't remember the name right now, but she's very talented, wonderful songwriter, great person.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, I think she had the virus.
that's what she said. But then I think she was negative.
Well, those tests aren't all that reliable.
Mm-mm.
So I should get going soon because I'm worried about leaving my dog in the other room too long until
Okay.
she's feeling better. Um, do you have any more questions about life, the universe, and everything?
Well, if
Or
you have another couple minutes, I'd love to hear another song.
another song? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, what song? Let's see. Uh,
The newest one.
my newest song? What is my newest song? Huh.
Hollywood. Tell us, Hollywood.
Hollywood. What is my newest song? Oh, okay. Give me a second here because I'm going to need to read the lyric.
Okay. There's an Elliot Murphy song called Hollywood.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a really old one.
Is he the guy who put a sword through himself?
What?
Didn't he like kill himself with a samurai sword or something?
I hope not. No. He's alive and well in Paris.
Wait, what's the guy's name?
Elliot Murphy.
Oh, Elliot Murphy. I thought you meant Elliot Smith.
Oh no.
I did a show with Elliot Murphy one time in Paris, I think.
Yeah. He's great, isn't he?
Huh?
Yeah, he's great.
He had really nice blonde hair.
So then, yeah, it must have been. Wait. Oh yeah, his newest song is Crabs. Kathy is saying.
That's true, Kathy. That's true.
And Nancy also, yeah.
Okay, I found it. So, well, this is a very sad, sort of a sad song, but I think it's also redemptive.
Uh-huh. Did you write any songs about the quarantine? Did you write any songs about quarantine, about the virus, about this strange craziness that we're living?
Well, see how this song works for you.
Okay.
Sometimes life is so sad, I can't breathe. Yet water still flows over myriad jeweled rocks, and the fishermen sing while hauling fish from the docks. And the tree that you pass by every day is a universal awakening in its own special way. And the breath you can't breathe, it's a knock on the door. And being weak at the knees, that's the tide on the shore. And the crone walking by with the shopping cart is a second away from refilling your heart. All life's miseries are the bed that we've made. When we deny that light is what makes the shade. And it may sound trite, it may seem played, but it rains on flowers when it rains on parades. Should be a harmonica solo here, but I don't play harmonica.
What key? What key?
G. To D. B minor. And the pain of loss can make it easy to give. And anger at injustice, well, it moves us to live. And the pain of death is the pain of birth, connecting everything, everybody on earth. All life's miseries are the bed that we've made. When we deny that light is what makes the shade. And it may sound trite, it may seem played, but it rains on flowers when it rains on parades. Sometimes life is so sad, I breathe.
It's beautiful. Bravo.
Thank you, sir.
Bravissimo. And Nancy is saying, please tell him we loved his former president's song.
Thank you. Well, you could listen to that song on Bandcamp. Go to Lach, LACH.bandcamp.com. You could listen to that song and all of my songs and join the fan club, and you'll get a new song every 2 weeks and all sorts of goodies. Just go to latch.bandcamp.com. You'll learn all about it. Thanks for this chance to hang out with you, Lorenzo. I'm sorry I can't
This is-
stay, but I got a dog I got to attend to.
You have a lot of applause here from Max, from Dina, and everybody really enjoyed it, and I did too. So thank you so much, Lach. Grazie mille. See you again soon.
Yeah.
I hope in real life.
Yeah.
And but if not, let's do this again if you want. And it's
I'd
been
love
great.
to. When the dog should be settled down by then.
Okay. All
Okay.
the love to you in Hollywood.
Love you, man. Take
Ciao.
care.
Take care.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao. Wow. That was great. Love Lach.
Me know, because if I'm not, I'll have to restart. He's great, isn't he? Yeah, that was great. Let me see. Okay. So that was very cool. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Dina, for being here. Everybody, thanks for being here. Somebody calls me Lawrence, so it's okay. I'd just like to know if I'm in sync, because otherwise I'll have to restart this live thing. Hi Kelly, I think I saw your name appear, pop up. Mi potete dire se sono in sincrono? Se sono sincronizzato? Out of sync? Oh, should I just restart? Out of sync. Okay. Do you think that option that you found could work now or not? Out. Should I just start again? Okay, I'll restart. Please join me again in a second.